and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little longer than I'd like since I last posted a video. It's actually been longer than I'd like since I've actually done a layout. But with back to school and 2 young boys with autism and therapists and early intervention and everything that goes with that, it's been hard to find time to get into my craft room. So yeah, I'm trying to make more of a conscious effort to get into my craft room and have some me time and get some scrapping done, because I really do enjoy it, and it's relaxing at the end of the night when the boys are in bed. Lately it's just been the end of the night, by the time everyone's in bed, I'm knackered and all I can be bothered doing is laying in bed and watching some YouTube videos if I'm lucky. So trying to get into my craft room more often now, and this was the first layout I'd done in a while. This would have to be my absolute favourite layout that I've done for a long time. This is a layout of my oldest son. His swimming carnival was last Monday, and for the first time ever he chose to go in his race. Now with his autism, it does mean his motor skills are a lot more delayed than other children his age, but he went in his race and he swam the length of that pool, and it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And this photo was taken just before his race. That's me and my nan holding our very own personalised Go Cooper flag that he loves to see when we cheer him on. So I'm starting with some Dylusions paints in, I couldn't even tell you, I think it's London Blue and Vibrant Turquoise, I think. And I'm just making my background. I took inspiration from the fact that it's a photo from a swimming carnival and the pool itself, I guess. His house colours are green, which is why we have the green flag, which yes is made from a pillowcase with a Sharpie on it. You gotta love it. And then I got my stencil. It's a Tim Holtz stencil, which I think is actually meant to be paint blots or ink blots or something. But I figured it also worked for water, so I grabbed that and used that to just add a bit more to the page. So I'm just layering my photo on a piece of pattern paper, trimming it down, and then I just use a little bit of paint to just ink the edge of the photo. I keep the embellishments mostly minimal because I do put a lot of journaling on the page, but I did find this banner here. It says my proud moment, which I was going to put down. Oh, that's right. But then I found this other one that I think says this is your moment. Yeah, and I put that on there from my son's point of view. This was his big moment. You're about to meet my little visitor. This is my gremlin, my youngest son. He often comes in when I'm filming to see what I'm doing. Only whenever the camera is rolling, I've noticed. I think it might have something to do with the fact that it is his iPad that I use on top of my wood frame. And on a couple of occasions, he's actually stolen it. Later on, you'll see a small Batman Lego figurine on my desk that appears out of nowhere. I found that when he'd come and stolen the iPad when I wasn't paying attention. So I'm just adding my title with some black thickers. I go with Swim Carnival, and then I decided to put 2016 Swim Carnival on there. Pretty simple title. up getting those aqua or turquoise, whatever colour you want to call it, stickers from Amy Tangerine. I love these stickers. And I spell out Our Champ because I did want to put that under the 2016 Swim Carnival, but it doesn't look right. I try many times for the rest of the video to make it work somewhere on the layout. It just doesn't work. And that's my gremlin again, wanting to use my paint, and he's complaining right now because it's not working, so I have to get a little bit more paint and let him play with it. So I'm spelling out champ. I really wanted to make this work somewhere on the layout, but it doesn't. I specifically put the words our champ because he didn't win his race, which is not the point. We don't care win or lose as long as you give it a try. But he really was my champion that day. My son has severe anxiety as part of his autism, and seeing him get up on that block, it took him about a minute and a half after everyone else had jumped in for him to jump in the race. But not one teacher, not one student cared. Everyone encouraged him to jump in, and when he finally did, it was amazing. And to watch my little boy overcome such severe anxiety and do that, he's my champion. He's absolutely amazing. So that's why I tried to go with Our Champ, but it didn't work on the layout. So I really had a fair amount of journaling that I wanted to put on this layout about him overcoming that anxiety and about all his friends cheering him on and that he swam the entire length of the race. So I typed it up, and up at the top next to the photo it says, "So proud of my boy." I can't actually read what it says, and I left that there because it looked really good. And then I wanted to put the rest of my story underneath the Swim Carnival title. It just looked really strange when I cut it all up and put it down. So I don't end up going with it. I end up handwriting it. Now I have to admit, I did love the layout a lot more before I put the journaling on it. It just sort of doesn't look as clean cut as I normally like, but it was really important for me to put that story on there. I really wanted that story on the layout. So here is where I'm just fiddling with that placement of the typed up journaling. I don't have a typewriter, I cheat. I use my computer and my printer and a typewriter font, and that's how I get my faux typewriter journaling on my layout. But yeah, it just doesn't look right to me. So in the end, I handwrite it. So all done with my journaling, and yep, here I am again, still trying to make that Our Champ work. I think this is where I give up on it. And I glued down the small journaling next to the photo. So proud of my boy. This was a big moment for him today. He decided to go into his school swimming carnival. So I put that down. I'm happy with how that looked actually. I like that there. then I get out my wood veneer and decide to go with some stars just to put a few more little embellishments on the page. And then some enamel dots and a few phrases from my roller steps, and I'm done with the layout. I kept it really simple, went with a big title, lots of journaling and a very bright painted background, and had the focus obviously on the photo. And yeah, all simple, nice and done. This is one of my favourite layouts. I love the background and I love the story. It's probably the most amount of journaling I've ever done on a layout, but that story was really important to me to have that on there. So lots of journaling on my page. And yeah, like I said, all done just about. I put the date, some roller phrase stamps. I love my phrase stamps, they're great. Just helps round out the page, put something a little extra on there, and looks great. So that's pretty much my layout. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching my video. Like I said, this is my absolute favourite layout for now, so we'll see. I'm definitely aiming for more me time in my craft room. I'm about to go down there now that the boys are in bed and I finished my voiceover. So I'm hoping to get more videos up a lot more regularly. I finally got a decent internet connection happening. I got my speed up, so it shouldn't take me as long to upload videos. So hopefully I can upload more, and please like and subscribe, and yeah, thanks for looking.